303.
3 on one of my radios. I got 1 on the other.
Okay, 303, we have a child detained. We're just checking on the welfare of the child.
Battery might die soon.
You need one? I got a spare.
You got a spare?
Yep.
Back here?
Yep.
Let's charge this one. Let's see if it's charge.
Straight batteries.
It'll work. Try to put that in.
Slides in the house, so you know when you're clear. Code 4 automatic, come up. We're still checking. If you can escort her out to the ambulance, that would be great. If she's willing to cooperate.
Well, happy Thursday, backseaters. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Live on Patrol. I'm Deputy Pat Scott, and with me is...
Deputy Joe Miller, better known to your backseaters as Jelly Joe. Welcome, greetings on this Thursday afternoon.
It's not as brutally cold as it's been. It's 18 degrees.
Yeah, it's still...
341. They're going to bring the
Still kind of chilly.
Yeah, definitely a lot warmer than the last couple of days where you get up and it's maybe above zero.
Not your kind of...
No, I like the Florida. I just got back from Florida. Oh, when did I get back? Last Saturday, Sunday?
Good for you. It's nice to get away, huh?
You know, it was. I was down there for about 4 or 5 days, and it was still 70s, but I like closer to 80 and sunny every day.
Right.
But it was, yeah, definitely nice.
We are eastbound on Phelan Drive, coming up on Payne Avenue. Hasn't been a whole lot going on today.
There's a toy gun under the couch here. Got her right
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah,
She's out of the house anyway.
that's good.
Tell you what though, Pat, this week did go by relatively quick. It's already Thursday, and tomorrow's the Live on Patrol Friday, so we moved along quick.
Yeah, it really did.
Next, I was off for a week, and then you know, Mondays are always tough to begin with, but it went by quick.
Don't have to run, sir. Take your time.
Yeah, I noticed they put something down the roads here. You think that's like a salt brine mix or something? Because
I think that's exactly what it is.
Supposed to get some snow today, or a little bit, or dusty. But it's already middle of January at the St. Paul Winter Carnival coming up. I think runs the 23rd. Let me get my date straight yet. January 23rd through February 2nd. But there's tons of events that go on this whole month leading up to the Torchlight Parade.
Very cool. Do they already have the ice sculptures up down in Rice Park?
I believe they do, and then they also have something out at the fairgrounds. I gotta check the calendar here before I screw something up. I believe they do, though. Yeah, it's the Ice Castles Fairgrounds. Senior Royalty Coordination is the 16th, which is next Thursday. Fire and Ice Dinner, which I like. It's at the Pool and Yacht Club.
Oh, really?
At Lilydale there. I believe that's the Vulcans and the Carnival people, royalty.
And probably Klondike cake.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of. I think there's a whole thing of Klondike cakes. That there is something. And then of course the Sheriff Bob Fletcher's favorite is the treasure hunt. That starts, I believe, the 19th, next Sunday. That runs from January 19th to February 1st. Where each day you get a clue. I don't remember what it is, but I know it's a pretty big. What is it, like 10,000, 15,000?
I think 10,000. Maybe more if you buy a button
you gotta buy a button, yep. Parkway Barber's here, Payne and Parkway. That's Barber, I assume.
Indeed it is.
Stating that they have a male refusal to leave on level 5 in the elevator by going 45-8. Wearing a blue and black jacket, red sweater, black jeans.
Sergeant Force will be consistent on it that way.
Basically just checking a lot of areas where stolen cars often get dumped off. I hope you caught the sheriff on Tuesday with his in-office live that he had, where he introduced a lot of the command staff.
Yeah, that was I watched. I tuned in for a little bit. It was live actually. It was. They had was it the smartest man Kyle Meestead, under sheriff, was on there. Chief Deputy Dave Methuselam. Of course, everybody's proud favorite is Under Sheriff Mighty Mike Martin was on there. Jeff Ramrichter is the Under Sheriff of the patrol, was on there, and Dean O'Garen, the Emergency Preparedness Coordinator, and. I think a couple others were going to be on there. They had meetings or some other obligations, but yeah, it was kind of cool. The sheriff did show all the artifacts throughout the years that the backseaters sent Bob and Pat.
A lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Missing offender.
I see that.
Like the wheels on that car are worth more than the car.
Some of those cases, yes, it is. The rims are they're not cheap.
Five 11, can you go to 4?
511, can you take 4?
you see right in front of us there is a sound barrier between the residential area here and Interstate 35E.
I'm sure if I went right to the ambulance, saw the guy's car on the street, and we'll go grab him from the hospital.
Oh boy.
511 just called up here. He said he's
You're on
back
channel
to
two.
his
Hey,
radio working.
When we crossed the freeway there, we went from the St. Paul Police Eastern District to Central District. On the left side of the street here, the south side of the street. On the north side of the street is Maplewood.
Then up here it gets a little bit more trickier because Larpenteur there's the divider. You'll have Roseville on the other side to the north, Maplewood on the other side to the east,
Yep,
to the south.
As soon as we cross Rice Street, it's Roseville. And then further north, it's Little Canada.
Oh yeah.
Just double checking that was the 5th level, correct?
There's an update. There's enough mail is currently at the lake. Chocolate yelling at the fence.
Hey, been out there? Well, I think I gotta catch him with some. I'm
Car carriers and last 44738.
Again, I nothing.
004738.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. 77.
Pat, remember that time? This is probably in the early days of CAT when it was just getting formed. I think it was it 1540 Cumberland?
Huh.
Remember, there had to be, I kid you not, it was close to 8 or 9 stolen cars. Now, they had been stolen for a while. They were
Yep.
all in the lot at this Cumberland address here.
And we had Mr. Smith staying at apartment complex just to the east.
Yes. Yep. He's in federal prison now. But,
I believe he is too.
It was comical. We'd run the plate or the VIN. I'm like, yep, another one. Run this one. Yep, another one. You got to be kidding me. Yep, run this one. It was 8 or 9. I think the tow truck guy said, I gotta call another guy in for overtime. I don't got enough trucks, flatbeds.
Yeah, and what was really weird, none of the apartment residents nor the management had ever called in on any of these cars, and some had been there for weeks.
Oh yeah, they weren't. Yeah, they weren't current. They were some were months or a couple months that had been stolen.
We're going to that. Heading that way. 423, we're on
That's that'll be the record for us with all in one spot.
Yep. I think that was you, me, and Director Leiden.
Yep, it was. Good memory.
Well, our thoughts are definitely with the people suffering the wildfires in California.
Yeah, I can't remember the total I heard, but it was up there like 50 billion, some in damages. It's an ungodly amount.
And last I heard was 2 deaths so far.
Yeah, I think they were sending in from other states relief for firefighters or people to help, mutual aid from all over.
southbound on Dale Street, coming up on Maryland Avenue here. Maybe we'll take a swing by Como High School. Huh?
Sure. I could really go for a chili dog from Connie, too bad they're not open.
Darn it.
Oh, and cheese curds. Get 2 chili dogs, some curds, and a root beer.
There you go. That sounds like a winner of a meal.
Oh,
right there.
it is for me.
149. 149. Can you do my current call with the DOC on Dodgewell? Copy.
Yeah, a lot of the kids we deal with will steal a car and then drive themselves to school.
Yeah, that's happened numerous times. Too many times to count.
Really.
510.
510.
On that mail on US base, Skyway level. Can you put the name Leslie Wade?
We are going to be live with you today for maybe an hour, folks. Maybe a little bit more, depending on what happens. We would appreciate if you share this educational broadcast, which was the brainchild of the best sheriff in the country, Bob FLETCHER, the leader of our merry band of deputies.
Yeah, when this started, 4 years ago.
Yep, July of 2020.
Yeah, it'll be coming up in 5 years. Anyway, I never would have thought it got this big, and we've had some loyal backseaters from day one.
Definitely.
He's really done just a tremendous job of, like he says it numerous times, it's an educational broadcast. You know, sometimes people want all the fun, flirty, high-speed type stuff, and you get some of that, but it's also an educational broadcast where it shows the human side of law enforcement, just talking with the community and getting out there. And
Absolutely.
see something?
Just that car sitting there. It's kind of odd that somebody's sitting in a parked car. It's not anywhere near time for school to get out.
No, I do see buses though. That's weird at this time.
Maybe they have an event going on. But for those of you watching since the beginning, actually, Jelly Joe here rode with the sheriff before I did.
I was one of the original members. It wasn't. It might have been short-lived, or it was like what do you call it? The beta phase, the testing phase of early days of Live on Patrol. But I was, yeah, the first. I think I remember we had either Kyle, me, somebody. We just filmed ourselves where nobody else could see it, just to test out to see how it would look, if I remember correctly. And then we did it the full wide-on range of everybody.
Pretty cool. And as long as we're close, we'll swing through Como Park. What happens in a lot in our parks is when people park their cars and go to enjoy their activities in the park, thieves will swoop in and break into the cars to get their in particular purses, but any personal items that might be left in there. In fact, we know from experience that there's actually a high point here in the park where spotters for the thieves will sit and watch for people to park their cars and put a purse in the trunk.
Yeah.
Before telling their partners to swoop in and steal it.
Yep, you see that quite a bit. Como was the big one. Phelan Lake Park, Keller Park. Well, pretty much any park, but those are the big ones I remember.
And that's the pavilion there across the lake.
Oh, we got some people out ice fishing, Pat.
Yeah.
I fished here years ago.
Is it mostly a panfish lake?
You just believe it or not, there's I think at the time pike, northern pike, bullhead, of course, and panfish, bass, big assortment. Same with Lake Phelan. There's big fish in there too.
remember right, Lake Phelan at the deepest point is like 90 feet.
It is. I was just going to say that.
Amazing for such a small lake.
Yeah, and there's no motorized, no motors on the lake. I mean, you can have a boat with a motor, but you just can't be operational.
Or an electric motor.
Yep. So, because people would, well, the reason I say that is because we would get, water patrol would get calls all the time about someone would be on the lake with a motor, and then the motor would just be tilted up, or they're not using it, which is fine. Perfectly legal to do that.
Okay.
Yep. But people would call and say, there's a big speedboat on the lake with a motor, but they weren't using it.
So this here is like a secondary parking lot. Oh, she's right on me.
Yeah.
This is a secondary parking lot for the park here.
There's a restaurant here too, right?
There was.
There was. Well,
in fact, that's where when Trish and I got married here at the park, I'll take you by the gates where we got married.
Yeah.
That's where we did our reception dinner, was at the restaurant here, which at the time was a Cajun-themed restaurant. And up this hill here, it's gated off right now, but is where the thieves spotters will be watching for cars.
yeah, Battle Creek's another one too. I forgot to mention was, I mean, all the parks are, but Battle Creek was another one. We get tons of calls with break-ins, with broken glass and smash and grabs, because there's like a dog park down there, and people park their cars and venture off in the walking paths and come back and their car's broken in.
176 Robert Street South, Unit 53R, 2 now color. Told me yesterday that they wanted to 15-year-old son of the one to take on his warranty in the 67 hard time. During the call, he said that the son was not in the apartment at the time, but somewhere in the building. Looks like now he can go back in, the door is being kicked in. Really good.
Here is the main lot. And right up there, up that hill, are the gates where Trish and I got married.
Mm-hmm.
And she was pretty ill at the time, and there was a cadre of some of her best friends from St. Paul Police Department who escorted her up the hill to where I was waiting to take her hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember the ring bearers were friends of mine as well.
Brian Wanshura
and Colleen Rooney.
And Colleen Rooney, yep. Both amazing St. Paul officers.
Yeah, I think Colleen's been a
Now he's
sergeant for a while now, and Brian works in the what is that unit? Not the force unit, but it's Aspire. Yeah.
Working on a lot of gang and gun issues.
Yeah, he got a hell of a partner too with them.
Could be.
Yes.
Several years ago, some of, if you're local here, might remember this. Brian Wanshura was working with Dan King,
Mm-hmm.
and they were ambushed by a man who set out to assassinate some police officers. And Dan King was wounded very seriously. And Brian Wanshura did a rather dramatic exit from their squad car and took out the threat who was trying to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Rather decisively, I might add.
Yeah.
I just saw something flash across the screen that it's National Law Enforcement Day. Is that right?
That's I didn't know that if it is.
We're going to verify that. And if that's it, we want to thank you for mentioning it.
It is. January 9th is Law Enforcement Appreciation Day.
Awesome. Thank you for mentioning that.
National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. Time to recognize and support the essential work of law enforcement. Many people wear blue clothing and send cards to support their local police or their local sheriffs.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And here's the conservatory. It was absolutely beautiful inside.
Indeed, and the zoo's right here too, right?
Yep. I believe our zoo here, the Como Zoo here in St. Paul, I believe is the only zoo that does not charge admission in the country.
Well, I didn't know that, Patrick.
Yep, absolutely free of charge.
They used to have that big turtle out here. It was out here for 100 years.
You know, we had a thing one night when the sheriff and I were out. We couldn't remember the turtle's
Yeah,
name.
neither can I.
So whoever remembers the name of the tortoise that was out here, post it.
Or tortoise, yeah, it was a big, and it had
Huge.
And you would take pictures with it. You could, I think you could
Little
even
kids
sit on it.
little kids could ride on
Yeah,
it.
you could sit, ride on it. The tortoise, and they used to have that, was it the Sparky the Seal or something too?
13, 14.
Why are the flags at half staff? Look that up, would you? I don't think it's for law enforcement appreciation.
I think it's still for Jimmy Carter, I believe.
Oh, that would make sense.
President Jimmy Carter.
That would
Flags
make
around the
sense.
country continue to display half staff over the members of Jimmy Carter, who died in late December. At the age of 100.
A testament to healthy living.
Well, Pat, if I make it to 80, 85, I'd be happy.
123.
For a strong armed robbery, Victoria and Sherburne, city caller at 970 University in a gray Nissan sedan. Their friend took caller's money out of his hand and took off running northbound Victoria. Black male, light complected, mid-20s, 5'6" build, blue hoodie, camo green jacket,
It's
joggers.
Diamond.
This one?
Okay.
Wrong state. Wrong province, actually.
Yeah,
I'll go with.
Copy.
Sounds like that.
Yeah, that's not a very nice friend when they take stuff.
Copy.
something tells me there's a little bit more of the
to it.
story.
Your friend took comp's money out of his hand and took off running.
Toby the tortoise.
Is that what it was?
Thank you, Steve and Lisa.
It was started with a T. No, I didn't.
Well, you knew tortoise did.
Well, tortoise. Tortoise turtle.
74.
74.
Who's that losing housing relation?
Now, if you take money or any other kind of property from a person, like from their hand or out of their pocket or off of their lap, and you don't use any force at all, the value doesn't matter. It's a theft from person, and it's a felony.
Well, it should be simple robbery, but yes, St. Paul.
But any kind of force whatsoever, though, no, that's straight up a theft from person. If you use any kind of force at all, like you even push a person or grab their wrist and pull the money out, then it's a robbery. Which is a higher level of felony than theft from person. What's the description on this guy?
What is it? Jogger pants. Black male, like complexion, 20s, 5'6", thin bill, blue hoodie, camel green jacket, jogger pants.
Camo green jacket?
Yeah, camel green jacket.
Ran north?
Yeah, northbound Victoria. I assume that's from what uni, pretty much, or Sherburne? Oh, the Comstock University.
Could have made it a long ways by now. You ever see the infamous shoe house?
No, I don't think I have.
Well, the shoes aren't on it anymore, but it was right here in the northwest corner of Charles and Grotto. 743, I want to say it is. Yep, 743 Charles. All of the siding was completely covered with shoes.
I don't think I ever saw that before.
I don't know whether they were nailed to it or glued to it or what, but the entire, every square inch of that siding
Had shoes.
had shoes. What, do you think you can play pool or something? How you doing, brother?
Alright, how you doing?
I can't complain. I like the beard.
Hey, I can't stop it. Every time I cut it off, it come back. Grayer than ever. Been okay though, I ain't seen you.
I know. It's been too long.
Yeah. I stopped doing this, being a mess around after the table. Now I think I'm pretty good.
You've always been pretty good.
You won.
Well, go in there and kick some butt.
Alright, take it easy. Have a good day.
Hey, you
Yeah.
too.
Alright.
Used to play pool with him all the time. He's really good.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be good. Willer's Bar there. Thomas and Grotto, is it?
Yep. And he's a whole lot more gray than he used to be. I'd imagine I am too.
I think you recognize him like you just saw him yesterday. It's not a black cat. It's usually a bad sign.
We're going to be headed towards apartment 429 in relation.
351.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Usually, it's not Friday though. Friday the 13th.
South 949 Euclid. They're requesting a Spanish speaker. I don't think they have any on in East currently, but the caller has a restraining order against a male who arrived at her home and assaulted her boyfriend, damaged his car, and took his phone over an hour ago.
Yes, that's
Suspect
been pending
Edgar,
for a while.
Tinoco, Hispanic male, 24, with a face covering, brown sweater. Caller knows where he lives, but will only tell you guys. 784.
We should nominate Pat for King Boreas or something at the Winter Carnival. That'd be
583.
every year it's usually somebody that's recognizable or like a known figure.
My caller's not here at Speedway, and I've tried calling them multiple times, but negative results.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to donate enough time to it.
It is kind of,
Dedicate
yeah.
enough time.
Art Blakey did it once, I think Bill Finney.
Well, we have been all over, folks, trying to find something here.
We're going to be inside apartment 429 in relation.
Copy. At 33.
see that last question I asked?
No, but I'm trying to see if something lines up here.
Okay, that was what I asked.
Not for this person.
I'm going to grab gas quick and I'll head west. Yep.
Should be good here. It's not a bad little way to get there. This little energy park.
Yeah, we want to check around the fairgrounds a little bit, the periphery of the fairgrounds.
Oh. Clear on the side.
information related to major traffic.
Have a good request.
Caretaker, get the camera.
Signs you would post though.
Careful.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is 21 degrees. Hey, good, how are you?
I copy your route.
12 degrees in Cloquet. That's colder.
It is.
Copy 1 second.
That guy recognize you, Pat, or know you?
I guess so.
I thought I said hi, Pat, didn't
He
he?
did, yeah. He's so bundled up, it's hard to tell.
1 second. Oh, emergency. Copy 2.
Just gonna give this a couple minutes and then I think I'm gonna cruise.
Squad 152. 152. For welfare check 857 Grand, there is a male who is currently in the street screaming and disrupting traffic. Black male, 35'7", thin build, wearing a dark puffy jacket, dark pants, maybe PIC. He was also watching a coworker eat lunch in an uncomfortable manner. 3041.
Well, I think we'll just keep patrolling, huh?
Yeah. Hey, thank you too. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate that. We had a gift.
Thank you. Hey, hang on here.
You got some?
You do. Got something here. These are courtesy of my friend Sandra's celebration of life.
Okay.
These are all $5 each, so take a few.
My mom loves you guys so much.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Linda, she stays at the barn.
Oh, okay.
I know her. That's my doppelganger. Take care, you guys.
Yeah,
Hey, you too.
Try to stay warm. Well, that was nice. Nice of that guy.
Yeah.
His mom watches and appreciates us.
Very nice. What a perfect thing to happen on law enforcement. Appreciate it. To be told we're appreciated. Is that right now?
Yeah.
That would almost fit without saying anything.
Right.
Passenger name is Nicole Smith. Wearing a gray sweatshirt, blue jeans, and in the living room receiving sleep.
Five Jingle.
525 Jingle.
528, 527, 529. Myself, are guilty.
Happy to have a good afternoon,
So we are eastbound on Larpenteur, coming up on Hamlin here at the light. Just on the other side of Hamlin, there on the right, is Max Fish and Chips.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. They've got halibut, walleye, poutine, shrimp tacos.
I'll take the walleye.
Well, I don't know. Maybe just for the halibut I'd have the halibut.
Yeah, why not?
Well, folks, we are going to wrap it up for today. We gave it a little more than an hour. We appreciate you being with us. And the sheriff and I should see you tomorrow night. So have a good night, folks.
Good night, backseaters, or whatever. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and until next time, thank you.
Take care now.
You're a mean one, Mr. Robin, with a live fire streaming flare. You chase views like the treasures, but for lives you don't care, Sheriff Bob. You trade the public safety for a 10K YouTube share. You're a spotlight hawk, Sheriff Bob, with a camera in your hand. You turn tragedy to content for clicks across the land, Sheriff Bob. You're as heartless as a traffic stop in winter cold and planned. Oh, Sheriff Bob, oh, Sheriff Bob, your deeds are quite a mess. You live stream pain for ratings while ignoring real distress. You're a schemer, Sheriff Bob, chasing fame like a clown. You spin tales of heroism while letting justice fall down, Sheriff Bob. You've got the moral compass of a rusty old crown. You're a money grabber, Sheriff Bob, with a badge that's just for show. Your Bobaganda bingo proves it's all quid pro quo, Sheriff Bob. You're subtle as a siren on a car that shouldn't go. You have all the charm of a politician's fake grin, all the depth of a puddle and all the honesty of a spin. You're a cynic, Sheriff Bob, with a showman's fake veneer. When lives are truly broken, your lens is always near, Sheriff Bob. If there's glory to be taken, you'll be the first to steer. Oh, Sheriff Bob, oh, Sheriff Bob, the Grinch would bow to you, for even he learned lessons while you just crave the view.
Should we reset when we're at M&H maybe?
That's a good idea.
We could run in and get a bag of carrots.
Or something.
Well, it's Friday night and Bob's in his ride. Pat's in the passenger along for the drive. They're patrolling St. Paul, feeling big and mean, talking about snacks that are healthy and lean. Bob says Pat was got some carrot sticks. Pat not slow, but his mouth plays tricks. They're dreaming of cheesy wieners stacked high with fudge-covered Twinkies and a Mountain Dew side. Oh, Bob and Pat, they're slow on the chase. They drive around town at a leisurely pace. They flash their lights, but the bad guys flee. It's hard to catch crooks with no urgency. Don, Wet, and Pat, they're slow on the chase. Driving around town at a leisurely pace. They flash their lights, but the bad guys flee. It's hard to catch crooks with no urgency.
No longer have them in sight.
Down on West 7th, by McGovern's place, they spot an SUV, it's a real disgrace. Two ladies walking, looking kinda stressed. Bob squints his eye, says they're in distress. They flip on the reds, they're ready to fight. The SUV peels off into the night. Hold on, Pat, we're hot on his trail, but the gas pedal's slow and their eyesight fails.
No longer have them in sight.
They're losing the race. Every high-speed pursuit ends up in disgrace. They're driving like grandpas, taking their time while the crooks hit 80. They're at 35. Circle back, Pat, let's retrace our tracks. The girls must know something or we're out of snacks. But the ladies just shrug, we don't know the guy. He gave us a ride, then told us goodbye.
No longer have them in sight.
Pat scratches head. Bob's deep in thought, but the stolen SUV, it's already forgot. They head to M&H, their pride in tatters, dreaming of Twinkies, cause that's what matters. Oh, Bob and Pat, the streets know their game. The crooks get away, but snacks get the blame. Flashing those lights like they're still in their prime, but the SUV's gone by snack break time. So if you're out there committing a crime, don't fret too much. Bob and Pat,
Hey, guess what, ladies? Your friend was driving a stolen car that you were in.
Fudge cover snacks on the screen. Cheesy wieners and SUVs. Bob and Pat patrol with ease.
Elders on the beat, cruising fast, ain't no rest. Chasing down the highway, we're the very best. Lights flashing loud, sirens singing in the night. Destinations far, we grip our seats tight. 45 minutes past, wheels turning hot. Busted by another force, what a sneaky plot. Sheriff's working wide, greets us with a laugh. Guess you got the memo, we took care on your behalf. Oh, 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 cops, young hearts running wild into the dark. Miss the crook, but not the spark. Jurisdiction lines can't hold us back. We're the others on a never-ending track. Sheriff says we owe him, winks with a sly grin. Takes the thief from our hands, bound to win. We nod and jest with lines worn and old. Legends never rusty, just a little bold. Speeding through our stories, tales worn and wrecked. Anthems of the lawless heroes they respect. Laughing with the sheriff, puzzles now unchecked. Old cops on mission, lights attack, we decked. Old cops, young hearts running wild into the dark. Miss the crook, but not the spark. Jurisdiction lines can't hold us back. We're the others on a never-ending track. We're the others on a never-ending track. We're the others on a never-ending track. Sheriff says we owe him, winks with a sly grin. Takes the thief from our hands, bound to win. Oh, we nod and jest with the lines worn and old. Legends never rusty, just a little bold. Speeding through our stories, tales worn and wrecked. Anthems of the lawless heroes they respect. Laughing with the sheriff, puzzles now unchecked. Old cops on mission, lights the deck, we decked. Old cops, young hearts running wild into the dark. Miss the crook, but not the spark. Jurisdiction lines can't hold us back. We're the others on a never-ending track. We're the others on a never-ending track. We're the others on a never-ending track.
A Ramsey County Sheriff's deputy crashed his patrol car into an office building in Vadnais Heights, causing this fire.
Bob Fletcher thought he was sly. Hired Duggar with a wink and a lie. I failed to warn, and the results to show. But Bob kept him around, just so you know. Go undercover, he said with a grin. Keep us safe from the chaos within. But Duggar was more than Bob could take. Even after all the rules he'd break. Oh Bob, what a guy, what a show. Hired a deputy who crashed and blow. From court security to control with pride. Bob turned a blind eye, kept him inside. Backseaters cheer, but they don't know Bob's got a history that's starting the show. From informant to a courtroom night, Duggar worked off duty, what a sight. Lights flashing on his personal right. Bob just now pushed rules aside. Training for rookies, Duggar would say, while Bob kept the chaos on display. The IA report, oh just a fuss. Bob was the king of don't bother us. Oh Bob, what a guy, what a show. Hired a deputy who crashed and blow. From court security to patrol with pride, Bob turned a blind eye, kept him inside. Backseaters cheer but they don't know Bob's got a history that's starting the show. Then came the crash, oh what a scene. A fiery mess that turned to mean. A business burned, $1 million in debt. Bob's face turned red, but no regret. Not my fault, he says with a laugh. The victim's like, Bob, do the math. Bob's got fans who can't see the dark. Blind to the flaws, they still bark. At the Back to the 50s show, he met a man who said, hey Bob, you hired that plan. Bob smiled, faltered, eyes looked away. Can't take the heat when it's time to pay. Oh Bob, what a guy, what a show. Hired a deputy who crashed and blow. From court security to patrol with pride, Bob turned a blind eye, kept him inside. Backseaters cheer but they don't know Bob's got a history that's starting the show. So here's to Bob and his reckless crew. A sheriff's legacy of I didn't do. But Duggar's tale and the fire that burned is the story that the backseaters never learned.
So, beautiful event. Come on down. Hey, guys!
We're going to check all their districts. I'll see if they have an IVIS. I can bring them myself.
How you doing?
Hey, guys!
Fans, we're watching. Terry.
Thank you.
Terry and Molly.
Hi, Terry. Nice to see you
guys.
I was the Willow Lake Boulevard victim.
Oh, you were.
With what the hell was his name? We just talked about Duggar, Chris.
Yeah, we ran into you.
Blew it up.
Yeah, blew up your
that was
garage.
my conference room.
Oh my goodness.
10
Glad you
years
weren't
ago.
in it.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Hey, by the way, I wasn't sheriff when that happened.
No, you weren't. But you hired him.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we
Oh,
are.
yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, thanks for all you do. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is the show kind of over now, or are they still
we late?
coming?
You are the show.
Still going?
Okay.
Good.
Oh yeah, there's some.
Yeah, my son and I went down there today. It was really fun walking around. A little hot, but a lot of cool cars. A lot of cool cars.
Yeah. Good.
All right, thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks
have
a
a good
lot.
night.
Sorry about that house.
So here's the Bob and his reckless crew. A sheriff's legacy I didn't do. But Duggar's tale and the fire that burned.
There's a lot of people out here to watch them. Back to the 50s cars. Most of them appreciative of law enforcement.
Now to another story that we're tracking this morning. A Ramsey County Sheriff's deputy crashed his patrol car into an office building in Vadnais Heights, causing this fire. First told you about this crash minutes after it happened on 5 Eyewitness News at 10. Now we're learning more details surrounding the crash. 5 Eyewitness News reporter Steve Patterson has more live from the newsroom. Steve.
What a wild thing this was, Chris. Authorities tell us the deputy whose lights and sirens were on was attempting to make a traffic stop, but overshot the turn, went over the grass, and then hit a business building. And here's where it gets really dangerous. The car struck the building's gas meter and then burst into flames. Now, one of the fortunate turns in this, especially when you look at this incredible video, is that the business that the police car slammed into was closed at the time. All that being said, the car, of course, is a total loss, and the building does have some severe fire damage. Amazingly, though, the officer inside of that car was able to get out without any really serious injuries or any burns.
It's really amazing, and it's very fortunate. We can be thankful that that he was not hurt, and that nothing serious, you know, beyond all of this property damage happened.
The officer inside was taken to Regents Hospital. He's expected to be released soon. The building, by the way, housed several businesses, and the fire chief tells us that they all would have gone up in flames, and that building would be nothing but ash this morning had a sprinkler system not been in place. We're going to keep our eye on this.
Friday night lights another chase down the street. Sheriff's got his camera, can't let the action repeat. The Tahoe is running and the sirens wail, but does he know the cost? Does he see the tale? Innocent eyes, 50 years on the clock. Sheriff's chasing ratings, that's all they talk. The crash crash hits hard, it's a heartbreaking sound. A life slips away as the sirens get loud. Bob and Pat standing by, they film the pain, talking to a man who's trapped, breathing in vain. Jaws of life breaking steel, breaking hearts, but the live stream plays like it's just a part. We're more than numbers on your screen, more than the views you're chasing in between. You're left in there with the broken heart, live streaming lives while they fall apart. Take a step back, start seeing the truth. Lives matter more than your 10K views. The fire truck's coming, but the clock's ticking fast. He's trapped inside, hoping you'll last. But you're live on YouTube, posting the scene, ignoring the pain just for your machine. Cardiac arrest, the lights in his eyes, but sheriff's out here chasing the prize. Another innocent gone, but you're still on air, pursuit for fame like you just don't care. Bob and Pat, they don't know the cost, playing heroes while lives get lost. The sirens echo, but it's just a game. Who's to blame when there's only shame? We're more than numbers on your screen, more than the views you're chasing in between. You're left in there with the broken heart, live streaming lives while they fall apart. Take a step back, start seeing the truth. Lives matter more than your 10K views. One week, 2 deaths, how many more? All for the clicks, it's hard to ignore. The sirens echo, but it's just a game. Who's to blame when there's only shame? Is a view of the life of a man. You're chasing fame, but don't understand. Start valuing life, start doing what's right. Stop using tragedy for your Friday night. We're more than numbers on your screen, more than the views you're chasing in between. You're left in there with the broken heart, live streaming lives while they fall apart. Take a step back, start seeing the truth. Lives matter more than your 10K views. We're not the stories to tell on your show, we're human lives that you need to know. Stop seeing us and valuing the cost before another life is lost.
Southern rock. In Fontana town, there's a lawman supreme. Fernando's the sheriff, living the dream. Behind the wheel of his Tahoe beast, a V14 Aurora mechanical feast. With 1470 horses under the hood, Fernando's on the scene faster than he should. Bad guys quake when they hear that sound, 'cause Fernando's Tahoe don't mess around. Oh, Fernando's fury fast as the light, burning through Fontana, keeping things right. With his German Shepherd riding shotgun tight, he's the sheriff of speed, the king of the night. When the call goes out, he's gone in a flash, from the station to the scene, a lightning dash. His dog's by his side, loyal and strong. Together they're justice where they belong. And when Fernando's heart skipped a beat, he said, "Don't worry, this ain't defeat." 30 minutes later, he was back on patrol, a heart of steel and an unbreakable soul. Oh, Fernando's fury fast as the light, burning through Fontana, keeping things right. With his German Shepherd riding shotgun tight, he's the sheriff of speed, the king of the night. He's a legend of the West with a need for speed, a Tahoe Titan on his trusty steed. Criminals scatter when they hear his name. Fernando's on the prowl, playing no games. Surgery's nothing, just a bump in his day. He's back in his Tahoe, leading the way. A heart rebuilt, a sheriff refined. Fernando's unstoppable, one of a kind. Oh, Fernando's fury fast as the shepherd riding shotgun tight. He's the sheriff of speed, the king of the night. So here's to Fernando, Fontana's pride, with his Tahoe roaring and his dog by his side. A heart of a lion, a soul built to last. Fernando's future is racing fast. Oh, Fernando's fury, it's something to see. The Sheriff Fontana, wild and free. Streets, a black outlander rolls with silent beats. Abdi's on the prowl, no lights, no sound. Hunting stolen rides that can't be found. Sheriff Bob's on the radio, loud and clear. Abdi's out there, let's give a cheer. With eagle eyes and a ninja's grace, Abdi tracks them down at a breakneck pace. He's the Somalian ninja, sleek and sly, spotting stolen cars with his eagle eye. In the dead of night, you won't see him pass, but when Abdi's on the case, you won't outlast. So the Somalian ninja, master of the street, making Ramsey County's patrol complete. His outlander's black, blending into the scene, a ghost in the shadows, slick and clean. He scopes out tags, checks spins with these, while Bob cheers him on. Man, you're a breeze. Abdi's got skill, the whole town knows. Bad guys freeze up when his legend grows. Hey, isn't that Abdi? They whisper in fear. The Somalian ninja's always near. He's the Somalian ninja, sleek and sly, spotting stolen cars with his eagle eye. In the dead of night, you won't see him pass, but when Abdi's on the case, you won't outlast. Oh, the Somalian ninja, master of the street, making Ramsey County's patrol complete. Doesn't need flashing lights or a chase, just cool calculation and a poker face. From alleys to lots, every stolen prize, Abdi finds them all, it's no surprise. Sheriff Bob's grinning, proud as can be. This ninja's got moves you've gotta see. A legend in the making, swift as the breeze. Abdi's the hero Ramsey needs. He's the Somalian ninja, sleek and sly, spotting stolen cars with his eagle eye. In the dead of night, you won't see him pass, but when Abdi's on the case, you won't outlast. So the Somalian ninja, master of the street, making Ramsey County's patrol complete. So here's to Abdi, the ninja supreme, living his life in a lawman's dream. With his outlander rolling and his instincts tight, Abdi's out there keeping Ramsey right. Oh, the Somalian ninja, he's got the flair, finding stolen cars like they're hanging in the air. Ramsey's pride, the sheriff's delight. Abdi's the legend of the dark in night. Deputy Pat's Road Rage Rhapsody. Well, old Pat Scott's riding shotgun today, 70 years young with something to say. Sheriff Bob Fletcher's got his hands on the wheel, but Pat's got the commentary, raw and real. A Prius rolls by, Pat's fists start to fly. He leans out the window, shouts to the sky. Slow down, what's your hurry, son? Then 5 seconds later, drive faster, you're done! Oh, Deputy Pat, you're a legend untold, screaming at traffic like it's your patrol. With your road rage flair and your outburst grandeur, the loudest lawman in all the land. A minivan's creeping, Pat's got no chill. Use your turn signal, echoes through the hills. Bob tries to calm him, Pat, take it slow. But Pat's on a roll, he's stealing the show. A cyclist appears, Pat slams the dash. Get out of the way, or I'll give you a crash. Sheriff Bob just sighs, he's seen it before. Pat's highway antics are hard to ignore. Deputy Pat, you're a passenger king. With your hollers and your rants, you make traffic sing. From slow down to move your soundtracks wild, you're Ramsey County's crankiest child. Now Pat should have retired at 65, but the road keeps him going, keeps him alive. With a vest full of gear and a glare so mean, he's the highway's loudest siren machine. A tractor pulls out, Pat's face turns red. Pick up the pace or go back to bed. Sheriff Bob chuckles, keeps his eyes on the road. Pat's got a lifetime of rage to unload. They pull into the station, Pat still steams, yelling at pigeons, fly straight, you beans. Bob just grins, tips his hat to the crew. Another day survived with old Pat, it's true. Like a megaphone, steal the show from road rage rants to bird complaints. You're the St. Paul saint with zero restraint. So here's to Pat Scott in his thunderous ways, making traffic tremble till his last days. With a holler and a shout, he'll always stay Ramsey County's wildest deputy. Hooray! There's a man named Patrick Scott, he rides shotgun all the time, with Sheriff Bob behind the wheel, cruising down the thin blue line. In Ramsey County, they're the stars on live on patrol each week. Pat reads the shout-outs loud and proud for the backseaters who speak. Oh, Deputy Pat, with your shout-out stack, reading love and birthdays, keeping folks on track. From boomers to couples, 50 years strong and stout, the backseaters cheer, don't leave our names out. Happy 85th to Boomer Joe, he's still kicking it like a pro. And to Alice and Sam, married 60 years, don't you know? Here's to Edna's cat who turned 22, and old Bill who danced when he got his new shoe. But if Pat's a little late, oh, the Facebook fires ignite. Where's my shout out? They demand, Pat, get it right. 'Cause without those names and dates, the gift cards don't roll in. And Sheriff Bob can't spread the cheer, and that would be a sin. Oh, Deputy Pat, with your shout-out stack, reading love and birthdays, keeping folks on track. From boomers to couples, 50 years strong and stout, the backseaters cheer, don't leave our names out. Here's to the Peterson twins, they just turned 94. And to Doris and Earl, who've been married and more. We see you, Big Steve, new bowling ball. And shout out to Marge for baking pies for us all. So here's to Deputy Patrick, the voice we love to hear, riding with Bob through the Ramsey County sphere. Keep those shout-outs coming, Pat, you're the star of the show. Oh, the backseaters are listening wherever you go. Oh, Deputy Pat, with your shout-out stack, reading love and birthdays, keeping folks on track. From boomers to couples, 50 years strong and stout. You're the heart of Live on Patrol, there's no doubt. Well, Deputy Pat's got a secret at home, a freezer full of memories he keeps all alone. 2 ex-wives chilling in the deep freeze there. He says for special occasions it's only fair. One's named Trish, the other's Lorraine. They don't bicker no more, they just remain. But sometimes at dinner when the grill's fired up, things get mixed in ways that are downright rough. Oh, Deputy Pat, what have you done? Grilling up trouble just for fun. When the stakes hit the grill and the truth comes alive, you've got the wildest barbecue in Ramsey's archive. Ramsey's archive. Sheriff Bob came over, said, Pat, let's eat. Pat grabbed a mystery cut of frozen meat. He said, this here's Trish's favorite dish, but forgot that Trish was the main course fish. Bob took a bite, said, man, this is fine. You've outdone yourself, partner, this time. Pat turned pale as the freezers glowed, realized he served Trish's elbow. Oh, Deputy Pat, you're in a bind, serving up steaks of the freezer kind. Sheriff Bob's too full to know the score, but Trish won't be coming to the grill no more. Now Pat's got rules for his freezer stash, labels the wives so there's no more mishmash. One side's for steak, the other's for them. No more surprises for his dinner guests again. Sheriff Bob still jokes when he sees Pat's face. Got any more of that mystery place? Pat just grumbles, stick to burgers, my friend. You don't want to know where that last cut's been. Now every barbecue's a cautious affair. Pat double checks what he's got in there. But the legend lives on in Ramsey lore of the day Sheriff Bob asked for seconds and more. Oh, Deputy Pat, you're a freezer king. But dinner with you's a risky thing. From steaks to wives, it's a culinary spree. You're Ramsey County's cold case barbecue. Pat's got CBD. So raise your glass to the man with the chill. Pat's got a freezer and a grilling skill. Just be careful what you ask for at his backyard fete, 'cause the entree might have once been his soulmate. Scott, he rides shotgun all the time, with Sheriff Bob behind the wheel, cruising down the the thin blue line. In Ramsey County, they're the stars on live on patrol each week. Pat reads the shout-outs loud and proud for the backseaters who speak. Oh, Deputy Pat, with your shout-out stack, reading love and birthdays, keeping folks on track. From boomers to couples, 50 years strong and stout, the backseaters cheer, don't leave our names out. Happy 85th to Boomer Joe, he's still kicking it like a pro. And to Alice and Sam, married 60 years, don't you know? Here's to Edna's cat who turned 22, and old Bill who danced when he got his new shoe. But if Pat's a little late, oh, the Facebook fires ignite. Where's my shout out? They demand, Pat, get it right. 'Cause without those names and dates, the gift cards don't roll in. And Sheriff Bob can't spread the cheer, and that would be a sin. Oh, Deputy Pat, with your shout-out stack, reading love and birthdays, keeping folks on track. From boomers to couples, 50 years strong and stout, the backseaters cheer, don't leave our names out. Here's to the Peterson twins, they just turned 94. Sheriff Bob Fletcher, Ramsey's pride and shame, rolls through town with a shiny new flame. A Ford Explorer, dual turbos ignite, by 500 horses, but he won't take flight. Emergency calls, sirens should wail, but Bob's slow cruise leaves justice to trail. Granny on a Sunday, knitting in hand, drives with more urgency across the land. Rolling code 2, board 5, never code 3. Bob's in no hurry, just let it be. St. Paul's real cops will beat him to the scene. Bob's just a rolling dream machine. When Bob does show, it's a comedy act. Sidekick Patrick Scott takes up the slack. Handle the paperwork, Pat, Bob will say, while he's fumbling his mace in a clumsy display. One time at a brawl, Bob made his play, pulled out the spray, but Pat saved the day. Those savings a stretch, 'cause here's the trick. Bob sprayed poor Pat and the suspect split. Rolling code 2, boy 5, never code 3. Bob's in no hurry, just let it be. St. Paul's real cops will beat him to the scene. Bob's just a rolling dream machine. His cruiser's a beast, a predator on wheels, but Bob's foot's too light. Here's the deal, lights flashing bright, but the speed's all show. By the time he arrives, the action's a no-go. Got the bruises and stories to tell of Bob's misfires and his macing hell. Yet the sheriff's still rolling in his grandma's way, a legend of slowness, come what may. Rolling code 2, boy 5, never code 3. Bob's in no hurry, just let it be. St. Paul's real cops will beat him to the scene. Bob's just a rolling dream machine. So if you're in Ramsey and you need some aid, pray St. Paul's finest ain't too late, 'cause Sheriff Bob Fletcher's taking his time. Rolling code 2.5, one slow ride at a time. Southern rock. In Fontana town, there's a lawman supreme. Fernando's the sheriff, living the dream. Behind the wheel of his Tahoe beast, a V14 Aurora mechanical feast. With 1470 horses under the hood, Fernando's on the scene faster than he should. Bad guys quake when they hear that sound, 'cause Fernando's Tahoe don't mess around. Oh, Fernando's fury fast as the light, burning through Fontana, keeping things right. With his German Shepherd riding shotgun tight, he's the sheriff of speed, the king of the night. When the call goes out, he's gone in a flash. From the station to the scene, a lightning dash. His dog's by his side, loyal and strong. Together they're justice where they belong. And when Fernando's heart skipped a beat, he said, "Don't worry, this ain't defeat." 30 minutes later, he was back on patrol. A heart of steel and an unbreakable soul. Oh, Fernando's fury fast as the light, burning through Fontana, keeping things right. With his German Shepherd riding shotgun tight, he's the sheriff of speed, the king of the night. He's a legend of the West with a need for speed, a Tahoe Titan on his trusty steed. Criminals scatter when they hear his name. Fernando's on the prowl, playing no games. Surgery's nothing, just a bump in his day. He's back in his Tahoe, leading the way. A heart rebuilt, a sheriff refined. Fernando's unstoppable, one of a kind. Oh, Fernando's fury fast as the light, burning through Fontana, keeping things right. With his German Shepherd riding shotgun tight, he's the sheriff of speed, the king of the night. So here's to Fernando, Fontana's pride, with his Tahoe roaring and his dog by his side. A heart of a lion, a soul built to last. Fernando's future is a racing fast. Oh, Fernando's fury, it's something to see. The Sheriff Fontana, wild and free. It was a wild Friday night down at the Foundry Bar. Sheriff Bob and Pat cruised in their patrol car. The Durango rolled smooth, just a quiet little pass. But what happened next? Well, it sure raised a laugh. A group of tipsy ladies came stumbling through, their eyes on Patrick with mischief to do. Hey there, officer, want some pussy tonight? Patrick just chuckled, trying to keep it light. Oh, the Foundry lot, where the stories get strange. Drunken confessions and behavior deranged. Sheriff Bob said, Pat, it's time to go before you get caught in their pussy show. One lady slurred like she was raising a toast. When Pat didn't answer, they upped the game. Do that dick still work? They loudly proclaimed. One reached for Pat, but Bob hit the gas. Let's leave this party before things get crass. Pat, she was reaching and you're turning red. We gotta go before this goes to your head. Oh, the Foundry lot, where the stories get strange. Drunken confessions and behavior deranged. Sheriff Bob said, Pat, it's time to go before you get caught in their pussy show. As they drove away, Bob sniffed the air. There's an aroma and I ain't staying there. Patrick just laughed, shaking his head. The things we see, Bob, I'll never forget.
Over RAMSEY, where the sheriff wears a grin, with a badge on his chest, but no law within. They say he cares for children, but that's just for show, 'cause his own boys were broken by the seeds he sowed. Oh, Sheriff Bob, what have you done? Preaching safe and strong, but hurting everyone. The children pay the price of your dirty lies, while you smile for the cameras and turn a blind eye. Kyle was his firstborn, he was wild as a storm. Too young to handle, too lost to reform. Drunk behind the wheel, he paid the cost. A friend's life taken, another son lost. They buried him young on his birthday alone. The sheriff's child fallen from his gilded throne. Oh, Sheriff Bob, what have you done? Preaching safe and strong, but hurting everyone. The children pay the price of your dirty lies, while you smile for the cameras and turn a blind eye. Then there's Logan, came out when he was just 14. But Bob had a vision, he'd clean him clean. Send his son to a hell where love was a crime. Preaching hate from the pulpit, wasting precious time. Now Logan's long gone, heart scarred and sore. Another bridge burned, forever closed door. He claims to serve youth, his youth plus pride, but dark secrets and scandals he can't hide. A volunteer caught with a child in his hand. Sheriff Bob turned away, didn't take a stand. Now Towntown's closed, but he wants it back. Another cage for kids to stay off his track. And that charter school, oh, they called it charter, full of lies and schemes, never going farther. Money in his pockets, talk of the dark, just a shell of a dream with a hateful mark. Oh, Sheriff Bob, what have you done? Preaching safe and strong, but hurting everyone. The children pay the price of your dirty lies, while you smile for the cameras and turn a blind eye. And then there's Chrissy, his innocent love, the young girl he'd known since her youth up above. A friend's daughter taken, a family betrayed, but he keeps his own truths buried in shame shade. Called her his Chrissy, watched her grow, and the town shook its head at a love so low. So beware of the sheriff who claims he's pure. His words may be sweet, but his sins endure. RAMSEY's shadow lingers long after he's gone, for the lives he shattered and the wrongs left undone. Over RAMSEY, where the sheriff wears a grin, with a badge on his chest, but no law within. They say he cares for children, but that's just for show, 'cause his own boys were broken by the seeds he sowed. Oh, Sheriff Bob, what have you done? Preaching safe and strong, but hurting everyone. The children pay the price of your dirty lies, while you smile for the cameras and turn a blind eye. Kyle was his firstborn, he was wild as a storm. Too young to handle, too lost to reform. Drunk behind the wheel, he paid the cost. A friend's life taken, another son lost. They buried him young on his birthday alone. The sheriff's child fallen from his gilded throne. Oh, Sheriff Bob, what have you done? Preaching safe and strong, but hurting everyone. The children pay the price of your dirty lies, while you smile for the cameras and turn a blind eye. Then there's Logan, came out when he was just 14. But Bob had a vision, he cleaned him clean. Sent his son to a hell where love was a crime. Preaching hate from the pulpit, wasting precious time. Now Logan's long gone, heart scarred and sore. Another bridge burned, forever closed door. He claims to serve youth, his youth plus pride, but dark secrets and scandals he can't hide. A volunteer caught with a child in his hand. Sheriff Bob turned away, didn't take a stand. Now Town's closed, but he wants it back. Another cage for kids to stay off his track. And that charter school, oh, they called it charter, full of lies and schemes, never going farther. Money in his pockets, talk of the dark, just a shell of a dream with a hateful mark. Oh, Sheriff Bob, what have you done? Preaching safe and strong, but hurting everyone. The children pay the price of your dirty lies, while you smile for the cameras and turn a blind eye. And then there's Chrissy, his innocent love, a young girl he'd known since her youth up above. A friend's daughter taken, a family betrayed, but he keeps his own truths buried in shame's shade. Called her his Chrissy, watched her grow, and the town shook its head at a love so low. So beware of the sheriff who claims he's pure. His words may be sweet, but his sins endure. Ramsey's shadow lingers long after he's gone, for the lives he shattered and the wrongs left undone.